Day 7. Born for a Purpose. Psalm 22, verse 9. What is my purpose? Why was I born? In all of life, in many moments of life, we ask these questions and many similar ones. Why did this happen? What is the reason for this? Every time something bad happens, we ask these questions. We want to know if there is some reason or purpose that is guiding our lives. We want to know if what happens is more than just a random event, or as some fear, fate. We can search to understand a random act and possibly alter our life in some way to avoid a repeat of the actions that led to the event. Maybe we can choose a different path, a different time, a different routine, and so avoid the dangers that cause bad to occur. The second idea above, fate, scares us, because if everything is controlled by fate, then there is little or nothing we can do to alter our world, and so avoid our fate. It will not matter what path, time, routine we choose, the danger follows us. Our actions do not make a difference in what will happen. There is no hope, not even in God. This psalm looks at all of this from the perspective of one's birth. From my birth, my life has purpose, verse 7. Yet many of the people around this birth have a different perspective. It is one based on a fatalistic view of life. It is a view that says there is no real hope, and the birth of one person will not make a difference. In this view, even God is mocked and seen as unable to act on the behalf of those who trust in him. This person is despised, seen as forsaken, even by God. Verse 1. The crowds mock and insult him for having faith in the God of the past. Verses 4 to 8. He struggles with despair because of what is happening. Verses 12 to 18. He cries out to be rescued because of his faith and commitment. Verses 19 to 21. In the middle of all this is the declaration that his life has purpose. In verse 9, it is God who created him. It is God who taught him to believe from the day of his birth. It is God who made life possible. His life has purpose because it comes from God. And this has made possible deliverance, verse 20, rescue, verse 21, and praise of God, verses 22 through 25. All of this leads to a clearer understanding of one's purpose. Verse 25, I can make and fulfill my vows because I have purpose. Verse 26, people will be nourished and satisfied because of my life. Verse 27, people will remember God because of my life. Verse 29, future generations will know God because of my life, because of the purpose God has instilled into each life that trust in him. We are not controlled by random events or fate and the need to constantly review our lives in the hopes that we may somehow avoid all the bad and only encounter the good. Christmas reveals God's purpose through the life of Jesus and seeing the reality of that purpose reborn in everyone who chooses to believe and trust in God. We are able to choose. We have been born with a purpose and can choose to allow God to carry out all he desires and has planned for us. We can trust him and so bring hope to others even as Christ did. We are born with a purpose to fulfill the promised blessing and open the way for all mankind to receive it.